there, I am the book lady, and can you tell I'm sort of thinking spring? Yeah, I like spring for several reasons. There aren't as many bugs. In the summer, yeah, the mosquitoes like me. And the nights are cool, the days are nice, and you hope sunny, but you get some rain. Anyway, I brought a wonderful book, and then it's spring. But the main reason I like this book is because I love the illustrations. Now, come on, you know what that means. What's that mean? Say it. The pictures. Oh, they are wonderful. And you know the woman who did the pictures is named Erin Stead, and she won a big award for her artwork. And it's just, I love it. And as I read the book, I'll show you certain things I really love. Then we're going to follow up with a crazy one. Chicken in school. And they don't mean chicken like fried chicken. This chicken just thinks she's the boss of all things. And she wants everyone to go to school. So this should be a fun one. I think it'll make us laugh, right? Laughing's good. All right, but let's read about, and then it's spring. And this book is all about anticipation. Anticipation. Wow. 5 syllables. Anticipation is thinking ahead to what's going to happen. You might anticipate your birthday. You might anticipate your first day of school. You might anticipate, lots of times it means you're getting excited about it, the last day of school. How about that? Okay, here we go. First, you have brown. All around, you have brown. And don't you think it's interesting that the child in the red hat has no eyes? I wonder why. Then there are seeds. And I brought some seeds. Look, cucumber and radishes. Listen to them. Yeah, little tiny seeds. But they're going to grow to be cucumbers, and I'll make pickles. And wait, cucumbers and then the radishes. And they're pretty. Okay, and a wish for rain. Gotta have rain if you're going to plant seeds. And then it rains. And it's still brown, but a hopeful, very possible sort of brown. Not quite as dark brown. And is that a little green? I love the picture of the rabbit and the dog checking everything out with him. No, it's just brown, sort of brown. Then it is a week. Okay, so he waited a week, and now he's going to plant a few more seeds. And you worry about those little seeds. I like the way he sits there in his wagon, and who's with him? His dog, and I see the rabbit. And if maybe it was the birds. Birds love to eat seeds. They do. In fact, if you buy a bag of bird food, it's seeds. And I love this picture of the birds. If you look very closely, they're all different and they're doing different things. And it's just, oh, I could look at it and look at it. I like it a lot. Or maybe it was the bears and all that stomping, because bears can't read signs that say things like, please do not stomp here. There are seeds, and they are trying. And then it is one more week. There's his dog and rabbit. And the brown, still brown, has a greenish hum that you can only hear if you put your ear to the ground and close your eyes. And will you look at that picture? There's a lot going on in that picture, because in early spring, there's a lot going on under the ground. I mean, I see a worm waking up. I see a little mouse waking up. Oh, the ants are starting to get busy. Yeah. And then it is one more week. He's having to wait a long time. And a sunny day. That sunny day that happens right after that rainy day. Oh yeah, we love that. And I like the bird feeder. Do you see the bird feeder there? It's made from a milk carton. Yeah. I have a bird feeder. I love to feed my birds. And you walk outside to check on all that brown. Okay. But the brown isn't around. And now you have green all around. You have green. See my green? See my glasses are even green. And that's it. Here is the picture of the green. Do you see it? But I love the way the dog and the rabbit just stay. Look at this. In the rain. They're right there with them. And of course, if it's all brown and then it rains, what do you get? Come on, what do you get if it rains and the ground is all brown? You get mud. Yeah, well, I know. Mud's fun. But your mom and dad probably don't like it when you play in the mud and then walk into the house. Take off your boots. But here we are when it's all brown. Brown. Everything's brown. There are no leaves on the trees. And then everything's green. Oh, I love this book. And then it's spring by Julie Fogliano. And Aaron Stead did the pictures. Oh, and each page, I just can stare at it forever. I just think it's wonderful. And I think this, where they're looking, they think they see some green. And do you see? There's a little red bird there. I believe that's a cardinal. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this book. I enjoyed reading it to you. And guess what? I don't know if I'm going to plant the radishes this year. They take up some space, and we don't eat them that often. But boy, I'm going to plant the cucumbers, because when they grow and you pick them, and you can pick them when they're little or you can pick them when they're big. I like to make pickles. Oh yeah, and let me tell you, I have a granddaughter who asked for pickles for her birthday. Seriously, she loves pickles. She sat down with the whole jar. We were talking, I was cleaning the kitchen, and she ate that whole jar of pickles. Yeah. I love pickles too. But I never sat down and ate a whole jar. Okay, now we're going to read Chicken in School by Adam Lehrhaupt. His name is very long, and I think that would be a German name, and it's kind of hard to pronounce, and I hope I said it properly. Here we go. Zoey wasn't like the other chickens. And that's how Sam liked it. And you can tell right there. Do you see Sam? Sam is the pig. And look how he's looking at Zoey. I think Sam likes Zoey. I think Sam has a crush on Zoey. Where are those kids going? Asked Zoey. It's the first day of school, said Sam. I've always wanted to go to school. You have? Yeah, there are snacks at school. But Zoey was already off. She made a plan. She went back for her pig. See? Her pig. I think they're kind of like boyfriend and girlfriend. Put your thinking cap on, Sam. We're going to school. Hooray! What's for snack? But Zoey was off again. Clara almost spit out her cud. Cud is the grass and stuff she's eating. She has about, yeah. What's that chicken doing now? She asked. We're going to school. School? You don't have a classroom. You can't have school if you don't have a classroom. I want to go to school, said Pip. School has books. Me too, said Henry. I want to go to school. School has crayons. And snacks, said Sam. Don't forget the snacks. Ding, 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 ding. I made a school, said Zoey. Well, look at that. Well, said Clara, where's the teacher? And where are the snacks? Asked Sam. I can be the teacher, said Zoey. First lesson. This is a book. Books are for school. Reading, said Pip. Building imagination, said Zoey. Well, that's true too. Next lesson, said Zoey. These are crayons. Crayons are for coloring, said Henry. Creating adventures, said Zoey. Yes. Finally, said Zoey, we skip math and go straight to recess. Clara couldn't take it anymore. That's not right. Books are for reading. Crayons are for coloring. And you can't skip math. Well, we skipped snack, cried Sam.
But recess is fun,
said Zoey. Math is fun too. Watch. If we have 1 pie and we add, let's see, 1 more pie, how many pies will we have?
2,
said Pip.
3,
said Zoey.
because I found a pie for Sam.
School is the best, said Sam. Which part? Asked Clara.
The books,
Said Pip.
the crayons,
Asked Henry.
the snacks,
Asked Zoey. Everything, because I was with you. Oh yeah, I knew they were boyfriend and girlfriend.
If you thought that was fun,
Wait until you try recess. And that's it. That's a crazy book, isn't it? And there's several things we can talk about in this book. Now, let's see here. When Zoey asks, what are books for? Right? And everyone, oh, well, they're for reading. Yes, they are. I'm the book lady. And what am I doing? I'm reading. But Zoey wasn't wrong when she said building imagination. What's your imagination? That's when you dream anything you want to dream. You may be in the back seat of a car, but you can imagine, and sometimes it helps if you close your eyes, that you're in a rocket ship. Or you can imagine you're on an airplane. Imagination is a little bit like dreaming. You can do anything you want. You can be whoever you want. So yes, when you read, sometimes we do build our imagination, right? So just pointing that out to you. Then she says, crayons. Oh, what are they for? And Henry says, oh, those are for coloring, which is true. That's what you do with them. But she says, creating adventures. And do you see what she did was she drew pictures, right? But they were adventurous pictures. Look, there's one, it looks like it's a sailing ship. There's space. And there's a circus tent. So see, you can, with crayons, create adventures. But Clara, the cow, no, she wants to get this straight. No. First of all, we don't skip math. And books are for reading. And crayons are for coloring. And you can't skip math. Well, that's true, but Zoey was looking at things a little bit bigger. Drawing with crayons. Yeah, there we go. But she was drawing a circus tent. And you know, in her head, the circus was going on, and maybe there were lions. And See, she was making everything a little bit bigger, and she was using her imagination. I know you have a wonderful imagination because it's fun. And the way she taught the math, if I have 1 pie and 1 pie, how many pies do I have? Well, you have 2, of course. Not if I pull in another pie, but I'm giving that to whom? That would be Sam, because Sam threw the whole book. Where are the snacks? I don't see any snacks. And I think the way, look what she did with the books. She built kind of like a castle, right? And see, that's the drawbridge. She did something different with the books. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You have to be careful with books. I'm going to show you something. See this part of the book? That's called the spine. Where's the spine on you? Where's my spine? It's behind me. It's that bone that runs down. Yeah. Some people say it's your backbone. Well, it's your spine. And you have to be careful with a book's spine. You don't want to break that, because that's what holds all these wonderful pages in. So, yes, you might be able to build with books, but you have to be very careful. I'm just looking out for the books. Now, who knows? You may have some old books and you almost use them as building blocks, but you do have to be careful with books. In fact, when I went to the library, there was a sign. See, they have a big, like a box, almost like a giant mailbox, and you pull down and you drop your books in. See, if the library is closed, but you need to return your books, you can pull up, get out, pull that down, and drop your books in. And you hear them drop down to the bottom. But when you drop those books in, they want you to drop them in spine first. See? Spine first. Because if you drop them in this way, there's a chance they might get caught and open up, and it'll tear up the pages. And spine first. It's like you're mailing a letter. You pull that drawer thing down and you drop those books in. I do it a lot because what's one of our favorite places? The library. Oh, you know, I just thought of something. You're probably wondering what I'm doing with this. What is this? Do you know what that is? This is a watering can. Yeah, you fill it with water and then look. Do you see that it has little tiny holes? And that lets the water come out gently, like rain. Instead of the hose just boom, it comes out gently. And you can water, I will use it to water my seeds if it doesn't rain. Now, if it rains, you don't have to use this. But I brought it just so you could see. Having a garden is a lot of fun. I'm excited because we're getting close to that time when we can start planting. And in fact, I've been thinking and thinking, what am I going to plant this year? I always plant some tomatoes. I like tomatoes. Plus, guess what I do? I freeze them. I put them in a Ziploc bag and I put them in my freezer, and I write on them first what the date is. And I put them in there, and I use it all winter to make chili, to make soup, to make spaghetti sauce. Oh yeah, and it's fresh tomatoes out of my garden. It's so good. I love it. Plus, I like tomatoes. You just slice them, you know, and you take 2 slices and put them on your sandwich. Love it. So I know I'll plant those. I also think I'll plant peppers, not the really hot, no. Like green peppers and red peppers. And you can slice those up. You can put them in a salad. You could put them in your meatloaf. You can use those a lot. Plus, I can freeze those. See, I freeze a lot of the stuff that comes out of my vegetable garden so that I can eat it, you know, when it's really cold out. And I'm not getting any fresh vegetables that I grew. I have them right there in my freezer. I might plant some green beans. And in fact, I looked for my little package of green beans. I couldn't find them, so I may have to go to the store and buy some green bean seeds. And let's see. I love fresh peas, so I might plant those. And they're fun. Let me tell you about the peas. When you pick it, you've got this long green thing. You sort of open it up. There's almost like a zipper down it, and you open it up, and there are the peas. And sometimes your pod, it's called a pea pod. The pod is like the little cover for the peas, and you open it up. And sometimes there are 4 peas in there, and sometimes they're just 3, but I eat them just raw. They're like little green candy. Oh, they're so good. Yeah, I think I might plant peas. I don't usually plant corn. It takes up a lot of space, and I don't. I can get my corn at a farmer's market. Do you like corn? I love it. It's good. Anyway, I'm trying to plan my garden. It's very small, and I'll draw a picture and figure out where I want to put things. And I have the best time all summer. Just, you know, checking out my garden and pulling off dead leaves. And then when it starts making the vegetables, ooh, I can't wait. Now, I have a friend who grows lettuce. And the fun thing about that is, oh, I'm making a sandwich. I need lettuce. Oh, just walk outside. Pick some, wash it off a little. There you go. Isn't that fun? Yeah, gardens are fun. And so I thought that it would be fun to read a book about a garden. I mean, initially, when you plant those seeds, it takes a little while. But those seeds love, because the dirt, the soil is warm. It gets warm all day with the sun beating down there on it. And then you go out and water it, or maybe it'll rain that night, and next thing you know, boom, something comes up, and it just keeps growing and growing. I just love that. Oh, and you know what else I love? I love you. I love that you came to see the book lady, and I hope that you will find her on YouTube and tell your friends about it, because I'm bringing 2 more books. And we're going to read them, and we have fun, and we learn things. And I think you make me want to get up in the morning and find a good book. How about that? I think I'll head to the library. But until then, I am the book lady, and bye-bye.